People are telling us this place is very beautiful, is a must to see, one of the most beautiful places in Albania.
Well, here we are doing another tour. Yes, we're doing another tour, but this time it's at a very unique place here in Albania. We are going to Theth, a traditional village that sits deep in the heart of the Albanian Alps. And let me tell you, we are very excited for this one. As always, we're being squished in a small van because we're never early enough and we don't get the choice of our seats. One quick stop for coffee and this amazing view before getting to the village and starting our tour.
We've got an extra bed. DJ is gonna sleep there. I'm gonna sleep here alone. This is a simple bathroom.
Look at this view.
Oh, wow. Ah, this is great.
This is another region of Albania that we were told that we have to visit, known as the Albanian Alps, also compared to the Philippines in the way that the look of the land with the mountains and the river intersecting. So we came here to check it out, and we'll give more details about the accommodation, the tour itself, and all of everything that's involved in with what we're doing a little bit later. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent hike. This trail that we're on right now has taken us right next to a windy river, which is probably the bluest river I think I've ever seen in my entire life. The water coming from a glacier nearby, and just going through the stones, it's so pretty.
Before coming here, we didn't know what to expect. We've just been told from many locals that we should come here to Theth. People are telling us this place is very beautiful, is a must to see, one of the most beautiful places in Albania.
But surprisingly enough, not that many of them had actually been here. They recommended it, but...
And we asked, oh, have you been there? No.
But we had to make sure we came.
And for what we've seen till now, is like everything is just very pretty. Being in the Alps is also totally different from the city, from the beach towns and everything. So it's been very special. We had no idea this hike is gonna be as intense as it's been. It's not ridiculous intense, but we thought it's gonna be much easier. Well, I think it's gonna work when we get there. So let's go, we're very excited. It's so clear.
You could drink that. Drink it.
No.
Drink
No,
it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so good. But it's very cold. I have another one.
Oh, really?
This one, yeah.
Oh, this is just a warm-up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Good to know, thank you.
Woohoo. Excellent. So we're not, this isn't even it. What we saw before was like this part of the eye. This is the blue eye.
This is the real.
Gonna jump in?
Yeah. Right, you ready to get in this cold water? It's very cold. And today it's not very hot in here, so...
Well, there's no sun to warm us up after, but other people have done it. That puts more pressure on it, so let's go.
Cold? Too cold. Too cold and more.
She's gonna jump. Yeah! Breathe, 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 breathe. How do you feel?
Cold.
But you're glad you did it, right?
No. It's a cold for me.
What about now?
It's a little bit better now.
Yeah, worth it, right? Now are you glad you did it now?
No.
Really?
No.
I should have told you not to do it.
No. I mean,
Do you recommend other people do it?
yeah. But I have to
Horrible
try.
person, you're a horrible person. It's so nice having like such a untouched place that you can still swim in that isn't like overly protected. How did that compare to Oslo?
You haven't watched our video in Oslo?
Go watch our video here. It's not as cold as Oslo in the moment, but you don't get, in Oslo you're just going in and get straight back out into the sauna. Here we've got these
We got those towels.
microfiber towels to keep us, it doesn't keep us warm at all, it just dries us. I feel exhilarated almost, like it's why people go doing crazy ice baths, saunas. Also, the water is just really fresh. I dove in, I could just feel like just surrounded by aqua, beautiful
But
water.
also, I wanted so much to leave.
No, I didn't. The second time coming in, I was alright. My body knew what to expect. It was only after a couple seconds, then the coldness just consumes me, and you're like, oh yeah, you want to get out quite quickly. Okay, so as the evening is winding down and we are back in our room to get ready for dinner, I wanted to explain really quick what we're doing here in Theth. As B said, we were thoroughly recommended to come to the Albanian Alps, and basically the most convenient way was to do that through a touring company. You can get buses to Skoda, and then you can get individual taxis from Skoda, which is the nearby city, to here, and then you can always book appropriate lodging if you want to save money. That's probably feasible, although having judged from the roads, we're not so sure anymore. We arranged it all through zenith.travel, who we will link in the description below. The price is 79 euros per person. If you are staying in the rooms like we are, I think you can pay a little bit cheaper and stay in a dorm, and I know that you can pay a little bit more and stay in one of the huts, but more often than not, places in Theth are always fully booked. So you've got to be careful of that. You can't book late, like a couple weeks before, like we did. So with that 79 euros, you get transport from Tirana, and I think there's an extra fee if you want to come all the way from Durrës. We came from Tirana and we got squeezed in the back of a bus, and it was a pretty hair-raising journey. So like I said, I'm not 100% sure if it is advisable to drive here by yourself, although we have seen a good deal of campers do so. The roads are pretty sketch, but those roads aside, including in that 79 euros is the trip here, or the transport here and back to Tirana. Lunch, which we had when we first got here, which was exquisite. We're a little bit worried about the vegetarian option since there's no specific menu for you to choose from. It's all just given to you by what the guest house are serving that day. And luckily we had fantastic vegetarian options. Really enjoyed that. On top of that lunch, we get dinner tonight, breakfast tomorrow, maybe lunch tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure. And then you also get like the trips included. So most of our trips are going to be tomorrow. We got the bus to the hike that we just went on, but that was an extra 700 lek. And then we will be touring around some good sites in Theth tomorrow, but first we will go and enjoy some dinner. It's so tranquil out here. It's very much an untouched place, so we're going to be looking forward to exploring. Heading down to dinner now, and it is much colder. It's what, 8 p.m, but both worked up a bit of a hunger, so let's get ready to eat.
We're having here at the restaurant to have dinner. And I don't know yet what it's gonna be. I'm gonna figure it out now. I'm gonna show you everything.
So it's like a cornflower, and they put it little by little, and they kind of cook it in this kind of metal shape.
I know. Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
With charcoal underneath. So yeah, and it has a lot of butter in it.
Oh, nice. But no meat. Oh, nice. You can see all the layers. What is the name of this pie? Flea.
F-L-I.
Oh, okay. So how does it taste?
It's like a mix of lasagna and pancakes.
We got some Albanians here, like.
They're offended by my description.
It's difficult to make this.
Yes.
It's so difficult.
Breakfast time.
How is it?
Very good.
We're really looking forward to bread, cheese and honey. Enjoy that breakfast.
Yeah, a lot. What we figure is they have a kind of breakfast, like it's a little donut dough. And we find out like last week, but
Like
we
a
haven't.
donut ball?
Yeah, but we hadn't have yet, so we had today, so I'm very happy.
Now we're going to walk to Theth. I guess it's like the town centre or the historic centre. There's an iconic church. If you just Google Theth, that's probably what's going to come up. Everyone that visits has to go visit there. And then there's a tower, which I'll give you more information about when we get there, because it's quite an interesting story.
We thought going to the town, but actually going to the waterfall, which is even better. So we just make a little and quick trail, I think, to the waterfall.
We are going to the waterfall, not to the town centre. We must have already walked past. I know exactly where we walked past it, I think. So instead we're going to go to the waterfall first. It's not what was on the agenda. No one said anything to us, but we're happy to do that. That'd be nice. We're excited for it. That was about an hour. Not overly stressful hike, but there were a lot of inclines. And this is the end product. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's very good.
Just a shame that we're under so much shade because it is a little bit cold. Look at all the green around it, so pretty. Now guys, going in the waterfall. You want to go in?
I brought my bikini, but I'm not going
You think he's fine?
in. No.
Fair play to you, fella. Still cold?
Yeah, very cold.
Alright, back down we go.
Let's go. So this is the Tower of Isolation. Really important building for the history of the region. Guy inside was explaining the whole thing, and luckily for us,
We got it translated.
The first kind of constitution in Albania, it's called Kanuni Legdukajin, which was written in the area by northern people, and it was basically very strict and traditional rules, and now it's not functioning anymore, so it's been 1 century that the tower is not used for its primary focus.
It was kind of like a court, but essentially what happened was all the families in the regions had like your classic rivalries where they basically killed each other quite often, and they figured that the only way to end this was they had to figure out a way to forgive each other. And the towers where I think it was, the guy said 300 or 3,000 different families came in to reconcile rivalries and forgive one person eventually for murdering someone in their family, and then they became a joined family as well from that. So really interesting. Also interesting that they said they really wanted to make a point to do it without politics, because they said if you're a liar then you're a politician.
This is the Theth church. It's very pretty. There's not much to see. It's just like a spot as everybody takes.
What do you mean there's not much to see? Look at
No,
this.
I mean inside, like it's just
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a church. It's very pretty. The view is amazing, but it's a church.
This is the church that you'll see if you Google Theth. And a lot of these amazing views. Okay, so we're going to finish the video there. 2 days in Theth, or 1 night in Theth. We'll finish it in front of the church with this beautiful backdrop. A really nice relaxing couple days that we've just spent. We definitely recommend you make the trip out here, whether you do it with a guide, whether you do it for yourself. Definitely will think it is worth coming.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Comment below anything you'd like to know about us, or if you have a suggestion about some videos, anything, just comment below, because it will help out so much. We're trying to grow this channel, so
Follow us along.
yeah.
Watch another video if you feel like it. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.